Long time no see. Hi guys, happy new year. It's 2025 and welcome back to the channel. My name is Rita and I'm the cooking nurse. If you're new here, you're welcome. So I got new pans and after unboxing them, I was trying out this recipe because my friend wanted lasagna. So I was like, why not? Let's just try it in these ones. So I started by making my minced meat, tried to defrost it off the counter. It was taking so long. So I just, broke it and put it in the pan to just do it on the fire. But again, the lumps were a little bit too big, which was okay by the end. So you're going to start by putting your minced meat on the pan to make the ragu, and then once it has dried out, it's going to start producing some oil. But for me, it wasn't really enough, so I added in some extra oil and then tried to break up the lumps, which was a job. Do not recommend. Then I'm going to put in my crushed garlic, mix it properly well, and then I'll add in my chopped onions. If you do not have tomato paste or canned tomatoes, please feel free to use the usual tomatoes, the fresh ones, and cook them for long so that they can break down. And also maybe learn how to make the tomato paste at home. It will make life much easier. I'll make the video when I get enough fresh tomatoes from the market. So go on ahead to add in your tomato paste and then rinse past some water. Don't just throw the tomato paste, okay? The economy is tight. You are welcome. And if you haven't subscribed yet up to now and you have been waiting for this lasagna recipe, which I filmed by the way with my hand, I forgot my tripod at home as we were just with my friend taking turns to film, but it came out pretty good. So I added in some oregano, some dried basil. Do you say basil or basil? Basil or basil, tell me. And then I also added in some thyme. You can also add in some coriander. And then I went in with light soy for the seasoning, and then added in some some Worcestershire sauce. I usually use the 2-to-1 ratio, 2 Worcestershire, 1 soy. And then I added in a dash of the dark soy. I don't know why I didn't record that one, but just for the color. And then added in liquid. If you have stock or red wine, go on ahead and use that. I didn't have that. And here nothing stops reggae. We added in some tap lager, covered it, transferred the pan onto the other side, and then we started on the bechamel. Now I realized they did not have butter. So I had this clarified butter, which is cooked ghee, and I'm telling you, it worked out so perfect that by the way, knowing what you're doing is a very good skill. I highly recommend that you don't just refuse to do things because you do not have what the recipe says. You can always use whatever is available. And other people would have used margarine or maybe the other blue band or stuff. But the clarified butter came out perfectly. It was freshly cooked, so the aroma was still up there. Started by putting the butter, the melted already, and then added in some flour. The ratio is 1-to-1, but for me, I wing it. And then I started to mix it and adding the milk gently until the consistency I wanted. The bechamel is a bit tricky. If you slip on the job, it could easily clump up. So you want to be there. And then if you make it way ahead of time, it may also become too thick to use. I reached this consistency and I was comfortable. Then I added in pepper and salt. And then I also added in some dried oregano and some nutmeg, crushed nutmeg. And that was it. Pretty much, this is how it's looking like. And then it's time to assemble. Now, you're going to start by adding on some of the ragu or the beef sauce, spread it around, and then you're going to get your noodles and put them there. There are many ways to kill a bird, okay? If you want to parboil your noodles, go ahead. If you do not want, I promise you they are not so thick. The heat and the liquid from these sauces is going to cook them and they will just be all right. So spread those ones around also and add there the bechamel sauce. Now mine, I left it there uncovered and it thickened a little bit, which is not bad because I really don't like runny bechamel in my lasagna. It is still rich and thick, so it kind of becomes a bit, it blends in perfectly well. So if you don't want it too loose, rather too thick, add in some milk to loosen it up. And then I added some cheese. I am using mozzarella, and the reason I'm adding it in every layer is because I love my lasagna really cheesy. You can also add in some parmesan, you can add in some gouda, any cheese of liking, or the one that you have in stock, but you still need some lasagna on top, especially for the mozzarella effect. Rather, you still need some mozzarella. And then you're going to repeat the whole process, add the noodles, add the ragu, and then the bechamel, and just continue until everything is done or the pan is full. In my case, everything was done. I made just enough for, just 3 layers, and I feel like that was enough because you don't want to eat too much of this too either. So spread it around. Look how beautifully this actually comes out together when the bechamel is not too loose. Yeah, please don't make posho, but don't make tea either. Make the right consistency. Add some extra cheese. I only have mozzarella in this house, so that's what we are using. And then I added some more noodles, more meat, and that's it. How is the new year? How is it going? Yeah, the resolutions, how are they coming together? Is everything all right? Sometimes we tend to bite more than we can chew. But as we open our mozzarella to see if it has melted, which has happened, this is about 40 minutes, 25 minutes later, because everything took me 40 minutes to get done. Yeah, I was telling you about your resolutions. Please start with small things every day that add up to the bigger goal, and I promise you got this. By the time we say Happy New Year next year again, you'll be exactly where you hoped you would be. Yeah, the lasagna is ready. I'll remove it from the oven, put it outside, leave it to cool a little bit, like 3 minutes, and then we add some chopped parsley or coriander in this case, and then it's time to serve. Look how gooey this is. Oh yeah, the noodles cooked, just in case you were worried. Please unclench your jaw. Essential. And now we are going to serve. Do not only focus on the layers. At the end of the day, when it goes in the stomach, it does not care how layered it was. It will just be dismantled. So please scoop out all the other extra sauces that were lingering around. The layers are just a mindset, and that's it. Time to chop. If you do not know, you still haven't learned how to make lasagna from this video, or you do not have all the ingredients, chop rice. Yeah, and please remember to subscribe. Don't feel bad. And I hope the year goes well for you. See you soon. Bye.